Hello there, everybody, and welcome to Resident Evil HD. This is the remake of the 2004 GameCube version, and I am playing the Steam version of the game. Those of you who have been following my Facebook or have been following some of my streams probably already know that I have been completely obsessed with this game since its release on the 20th of January. I have actually already done a stream of the game. I streamed one of the campaigns start to finish for everybody, and I did tell people who were watching at the time that I was going to be doing a more sort of formal let's play of this. Now, at the time of recording this, I'm currently still working on Resident Evil 6, so I may not be posting this right away, but I figured while I'm still feeling very, very passionate towards the game, it would be a good idea for me to record it. So I am going to start over fresh, essentially, and we are going to be doing Jill's campaign. You can see here that I have finished both Jill's and Chris's. But I'm gonna go with my girl, Jill Valentine, and the reason for that is because Jill's campaign is a little bit easier, and I feel as if it's longer. To me, there's also a little bit more to talk about, and I will be doing some comparisons between her and Chris's campaign, and if you guys really enjoy this playthrough or you want to see more of it, then I would be more than happy to do a Chris run-through after this is finished. So I am going to be playing on easy because very easy is very much holding your hand throughout the entire thing, but I also don't feel like struggling to get through the game or getting stuck would be a lot of fun for you guys to watch. So I'm not going to bother with normal or hard. I really like Resident Evil games, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm good at them, to be completely 100% honest. So we're gonna go Jill easy. And we have a couple of different costumes for each of our characters here. I've played the game using Jill several different times, so I have all three of her additional costumes unlocked, but I'm going to just go with classical stars Jill, and if we feel like it later on, we can go ahead and change her costume up.
Alpha Team is flying around the forest zone situated in northwest Raccoon City, where we are searching for the helicopter of our compatriots, Bravo Team, who disappeared during the middle of their mission.
Haven't found it yet?
No, not yet, Brad. Bizarre murder cases have recently occurred in Raccoon City. There are outlandish reports of families being attacked by a group of about 10 people. Victims were apparently eaten. The Bravo team was sent in to investigate, but we lost contact.
Look, Chris!
Bravo team's helicopter was a derelict. Save for the remaining body of Kevin. We continued our search for the other members, and it turned into a nightmare. Chris, this way! Damn it! Make for that mansion!
There are only 3 STARS members left now. Captain Wesker, Barry, and myself. We don't know where Chris is.
What is this place?
Not quite your ordinary house, that's for sure.
Hey, Wesker, where's Chris?
Jill, no! You don't want to go back out there.
But we've got to find...
What was that?
Chris?
No.
Jill, go and investigate.
I'm going with her. Chris and I go back a long way.
All right. You two go. I'll secure this area.
Stay sharp. A dining room.
Okay, so here we are. We now finally get to control Jill. We can take a look at our inventory screen here, and we can see that Jill comes equipped with a handgun, 15 bullets loaded, and we also have a survival knife. And through this screen, we're also able to see our health, defensive items, and we'll also be able to examine items more closely when we get key items and things like that. So inventory screen, obviously very simple but very, very important. And we also have access to a map. Now obviously the mansion is not filled out yet because we haven't had a chance to really move along and see the full scale of this place yet. So let's continue our investigation here.
I think you'd better take a look at this.
What is it?
Blood. Jill, see if you can find any other clues. I'll be examining this. Let's just hope it's not Chris's.
Okay, Barry. You do that. I'll go off on my own. Barry's gonna stay here, like he said, and throughout the course of Jill's campaign, we are going to be seeing quite a bit of Barry. He's sort of like Jill's partner. We are really quite independent in playing as Jill, but for certain parts, Barry is going to be present, so Jill is pretty much on her own, but not entirely, which is sort of comforting in this big mansion in the big scary woods. And there's our first view of the big scary zombies that are in the mansion. We're gonna go back to the dining room straight away. We're gonna completely ignore that zombie.
Barry!
What is it?
Look out! It's a monster!
Let me take care of it!
Because Barry will save the day for us. Thank you, Barry.
What the hell is this thing?
I found Kenneth killed by this thing. Let's report this to Wesker.
Good idea. Maybe he'll know what to do. Hopefully he's still in the main hall.
Wesker! Jill, help me look for him. but let's not leave this hall.
Good idea.
Well, scratch that. He's not here. But we have a little bit more of an opportunity to get used to the controls and just to take a look around and see if there's any sign of Wesker or anything that's worth picking up or investigating. If you try to go through any of the doors, it won't let you. It'll just tell you you have to explore the hall first.
Barry.
But it's pretty empty.
Any luck, Jill?
No, nothing. What's going on around here? I can't figure it out.
Same here.
Chris, and now Wesker.
There's not much we can do. We can search for him separately. I'll investigate the dining room again.
Okay then, I'll try the door on the other side.
This mansion is gigantic. We could easily get lost. Let's start from the first floor.
Okay.
Oh! I almost forgot. It's a lockpick. You'd make better use of it.
Okay, wonderful. We get the lockpick from Barry.
Thanks. I may need it.
Listen, if something happens, let's meet up in this hall. Got it?
Okay.
And now we are pretty much on our own to start exploring wherever it is that we want to go. I do want to first talk about a couple of key differences between Jill and Chris at this moment. Especially, Jill gets the lockpick from Barry, and we have this for the entire course of the game. And what the lockpick allows you to do is pick locks, obviously. Now, Chris does not get the lockpick, and so he has to find keys in order to open locked doors. So that's one advantage that Jill has over Chris that makes things a heck of a lot easier, in my opinion. However, Chris gets the lighter, which doesn't take up inventory space, and with Jill, we are going to be later on finding the lighter, which is going to require us to use a space in our inventory. But Jill also has a bit of an advantage over Chris in that she has 8 inventory slots while Chris only has 6. So a couple of little differences between the two, but I really think that Jill overall has a much larger advantage than Chris does. So I'm pretty excited about this, guys. We just entered this gigantic mansion, and we don't know where Chris is, we don't know where Wesker is, and we really don't know what it is that we're going to be getting into. So I really hope you guys are going to enjoy this playthrough. I'm really pumped to bring this to you guys, and hopefully you will tune in for episode number 2. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.